Gremlins 2, the new batch. I've been waiting forever for Doug to do it, aka Dog Walker to do it, but he never or bloody does it. So it's up to yours truly, mate, Eli J Martinez, to review this sucker. I've been waiting far too long to talk about this wonderful sequel based on the first film. That's been done so long ago, since 1984. And then to celebrate its 30th anniversary, that's way older than I am right now, I'm gonna review the Gremlins 2, the new batch movie. So, time to enjoy the wreaking havoc, total destruction, truly insane, madness has been waiting for a long time. This is Gremlins 2, the new batch. And I look good in my new hairstyle. So not to mess around too much. Those of you who haven't watched the first movie, it's just about, well, our main hero Gizmo, a Mogwai. With the main rules, not to defeat them at midnight. Get them wet or exposed to sunlight, or they'll multiply. And we start off our opening of a good old classic Chuck Jones animation, which is the best part of this opening.
Stop the music! What's up, Duck? What's up? I'll tell you what's up. I'm taking charge here. That's what's up.
Fair point. This won't be the last time we actually see these classic cartoon characters of Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. If those of you who stay on the movie on longer to watch the whole scene after the end credits, we do see these characters again. But anyhow, let's get to the point. It all starts at New York City, where we have most of our main characters. There's like Satch, Carl, and some of the other characters that return in this sequel. We also start off in part of Chinatown, where the old man that took care of Gizmo from the last movie, he is still there. And we get introduced by him. The businessman that works at the Clam's Place building. And his boss.
Good morning, Mr. Wayne. Let's cut right to the
Tells
chase.
him about
I'm prepared to increase my offer substantially.
ancient stuff he sells, and he has to sell him other things in the near future time. We also see Gizmo watching a bit of a movie, like Rambo. Which someday I'll talk about those Rambo movies too. But once we're in December 1st, you're gonna be in a big surprise what I'll review in the near future. But for now, let's get to the point. Maybe a few weeks later, Mr. Wayne has already passed away, and wrecking the building with Gizmo inside it. He left on the seat on his own.
If you want to find something weird, you have to go downtown.
Yep, that had to happen at most point. And here's our main character, Billy, and his girlfriend, Kate. Are living their new lives in New York City at the Clam Building. Where people dress up weirdly, including that woman's hat, which I still don't get why it looked like that, but it turns out to be a building. And there's this lady here, which I forgot what her name is. You know, I haven't seen this movie in a long time now. Shows a bit of his artwork.
It'll be better with the trees. Are they gonna plant trees there? No, but you're going to draw them. Yeah, but the way it is now, but the shrubbery looks so good. This attitude doesn't work for me. Oh, good morning, Mr. Foster.
It looks like somebody hasn't read his employee.
Fair point to that moment.
Doesn't it, Mr. What's unauthorized potted plant?
I spoke to him.
Anyhow, they offer him some business about him doing the near future, doing kinds of different buildings. They also caught this guy smoking. Her job is to show lots of people the main tour of the building. And we cut to my favorite character. I'll let him explain for himself.
It's so stereo, uncross your eyes. It's a good thing that your grandpa Fred is here to protect you.
Yeah, Grandpa Fred. Which, by the way, he was in the old black and white show from the early 70s or 60s called Monsters. As you can tell, he dresses up as Count Dracula.
Where's the mall?
In this one, he's supposed to have a great time. And with other monsters and great special effects. Well, we got is a puppet side Igor that he wants to become famous and have a wonderful time.
They took out a patent on a new kind of germ. People think I'm creepy.
Well, he's not wrong about that. And heck, I like watching creepy stuff too. Including Fright Night, which I will review someday. Maybe once we're in 2021. Anyhow, the delivery man shows up and drops a few things.
Yeah, I get a delivery for Dr. Kevin.
Dr. Kevin, played by Christopher Lee. Which I gotta admit, he's also a great character in this movie too, playing a mad scientist.
I'm supposed to get the flu this week.
I think we have the flu out backward.
Could I have that, Peggy?
Oh, yes, sure.
Thank you.
Still humorous. And these are the Warner brothers, the twins.
I want you to take a look at it. I think you'll find it interesting.
Are part of this movie.
My specimen scouts. It's some sort of rodent, apparently, and it seems to be allergic to bright light.
And it turns out Gizmo is there.
Watch this, Doctor.
Also, I love the animatronic. The way Gizmo moves is really adorable. Yeah, just look at that. I really love the scene. You can see the puppet effects move so nicely.
Likes this food.
Yes, it's his favorite.
Yeah, just play Sunshine Lollipop and he can dance to almost any classic old songs. Anyhow, he doesn't let Gizmo get away so easy and had to do a bit of dissection while Billy's still doing his job and technology still doesn't work so well with him. Till he hears the male boy singing that song dum 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 at a rabbit toy. It explores where Gizmo's at, where we see a bit of more special effects. Exit a giant spider and use a bit of electricity to make a rodent glow and a bit of electricity while Billy saves Gizmo. to steal a feline from Dagger's shadow, and that's how the chip beds are made, mites. Anyhow. Oh, Billy's happy to see Gizmo again. And he questioned why the old man's not taking good care of him, so they realize he passes away, and now he's to take good care of him. And Mr. Clam is so pleased with Billy's artwork, he was thinking they should do a beautiful building like that, while he had to let Gizmo stay hidden, and he gets a date with this lady. Which, believe it or not, she doesn't get that much screen time until like a whole hour and 30 minutes into the movie. He makes his escape while he talks to her, looking at her.
Gizmo's here, and...
That furry thing?
Well, yeah, he's up in my desk drawer. Oh, no, honey, don't do that. I hate it when you do that. Listen, there is some good news.
I don't know, I like her reaction right there. Or I can't say I blame her. Had to look at their Gizmo to not get exposed by bright lights, get wet, or feed them at their night. Anyhow, Billy leaves her. Or just like that. While a janitor is trying to fix up a water fountain. And lands on Gizmo's back. And we get new Mogwais. Okay, that's a little too far. And there are evil Mogwais, including Stripe, that has a new design. They're from an airwalk. Where Kate grabs the wrong Gizmo.
I had crayons too. When I was 4 years old, I was using them to write memos to the
And we get to like the most fanciest restaurant you ever seen that looks so very Canadian-ish.
You cannot do that in an office. No, well, that's, it's all business.
Exactly. Now let's talk about your relationship to Mr. Clam. Your access. I see a future, Billy. I see corner offices and lost letterheads. I see us swallowing up the publicity department.
Really?
That's very brilliant word to say about what sort of business they'll be having in the near future during their own, and word for it, primitive lifetime. Anyhow, he leaves her while she looks after the wrong Gizmo. By the way, that crazy little guy's name is Daffy. Daffy.
There you go.
Not to mention cartoon sound effects. Infiniteness. See you in part 2.